Hi, this is Jeff at Black Hills Ammunition. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about one of the new product offerings we have for 2021. One of the most popular calibers that we currently have right now is the 300 Blackout. The 300 Blackout is really popular. It gives you a semi-automatic capability that's got power equal to, say, the 7.62 the AK-47 round. As good as the best 5.56, sometimes a little bit better. This one is one of those, sometimes a little bit better than the best 5.56. In this case, we've got our 115 grain dual performance. It's a monolithic bullet, solid copper, designed to fragment to a certain extent, but yet retain a significant portion of the shank weight, so that you get a combination of good expansion, good performance, plus penetration. You can, and I'll show you on the screen here. Again, this is the 115 grain dual performance Blackout. It penetrates after about 2 inches. The petals peel back, form a nice temporary cavity, and then about in here, after the temporary cavity has started to form, those petals break off, and at this was shot at 12 feet. So at 12 feet, we're still doing 2,100 feet per second. At that velocity, not only did the petals peel off, but they then fractured beyond that point. So you had a number of fractured pieces of metal. That actually is a benefit, because those fractured pieces of metal then will penetrate through the stretched out tissue and create additional cutting damage. These little marks here that you can see, those are the fractured particles of the pieces of copper from the projectile. You can see we started temporary cavity, the tissue's all stretched out, and then we're fracturing and sending pieces of metal through that to cut that, and they end up out here. So you can see they're actually doing work. They fracture back here and they're cutting a track all the way up here. The shank of the bullet then, retaining a substantial amount of weight, about half the weight, then will continue out, and it penetrated to 20.5 inches, so it's just off the screen here. This is really good. We've got a temporary cavity diameter of 5 3/4 inches here. That's equal to the best that we're able to obtain with 5.56. So you've got great expansion, great temporary cavity here, a lot of damage, and then you get a shank that will give you the penetration depth that you need. Say if the angle, say you're hunting with this and your angle wasn't exactly perfect, or you hit a major bone, you still are guaranteed that you're going to have sufficient penetration for the game that you're hunting. For example, on deer, this would be a through and through shot on a deer. So good performance. That's the 115 grain dual performance 300 Blackout from Black Hills Ammunition. In the comments section after this video, you can look and you can see this screenshot, so that you can study it. There will also be the recovered bullet fragments, so you can see the degree of fragmentation that we were able to obtain, and the size of the remaining shank of the bullet that gave us the good penetration out to over 20 inches. This has been Jeff at Black Hills Ammunition. Thank you for viewing.